Hello everyone. Let's go on a journey on one of the biggest ship ever made, Titanic. But wait, we all know about the tragedy what happened to this ship. So what we are going to do today is find about how many people died and how they died. Again, wait. Why we are going to do so? There are plenty of research done earlier about how many people died and how they died. So what we are going to do today is to build different models based on this Titanic dataset and find the accuracy of this model based on the dataset. In this dataset, we have 891 unique values and 12 columns. So using this dataset, we will be having testing and training dataset to build this model. We extracted this dataset from Kaggle. So Kaggle is our source. So what we have to do first is to do data pre-processing. We have to remove all the null values and fill it with some relevant values. Second thing we need to do is drop irrelevant values that aren't going to hamper or that are not going to improve the model in any way. The next step and the most important step we need to do is to convert the values in numerical form, because our models need all the values to be converted in the numerical form, and hence we will normalize all these values for making our model successful and run on this dataset. The next step we will be doing is EDA, that is exploratory data analysis. Here we have a graph between passenger class, age and survived. We can see in left hand side it is indicating passenger class as 1 and survived as 0. That means that this graph is showing the number of people that are riding in passenger class 1 and died. The graph below it is of passenger class 2 and survived is equals to 0. That means they are traveling in passenger class 2 and they didn't survive. And the last graph in that portion is the people that are traveling in passenger class 3 and died. We can see that there is a huge number in passenger class 3 section, and the range between age of 18 to 45. A huge number of people died in this range. Moving to what amount of people survived, we can see that people from passenger class 1 survived in maximum number comparing to passenger class 2 and passenger class 3. So using these graphs we can conclude that passenger from passenger class 1 survived in great number, and passenger from passenger class 3 and including age from 18 to 45, that is younger population, died in a huge number. The other graph we have is between gender, age and survived. We can see that the number of people survived between male and are female are in higher number as compared to the males. So further we can conclude that a huge number of male population, a huge number of male peoples died in this tragedy. A further interesting fact after looking in this male portion of graph, we can see that the younger population of male died in most of the number. They were successful in saving children's and older people and female population. So we can think of that a lot of male population help all the other population to get survived through this tragedy. As we have discussed earlier, the population of passenger class 1 survived in maximum a huge number as compared to passenger class 3. Here we also have an interesting graph that shows the relation between relatives and survived. Those persons who have more number of relatives, that means 2 or 3, the chances of their survival was more as compared to the people who have 0 relatives or more than 3 4 relatives. Moving further, what, how we are going to evaluate all these models. So we have several evaluation matrices, one of such as accuracy, precision, recall, F1 score, support. We are going to use accuracy to test these models. We can define accuracy as correct prediction upon total predictions. Like earlier what I have said, that everyone knows about what amount of people died and what amount of people survived. So what we are going to do is build our models and compare to that result and find out how good our model is trained and which model is better than other model. So first we have logistic regression model. We have used 70% of the dataset values as training dataset and 30% of the values as testing dataset. We have indicated 0 as not survived or died and 1 as survived. We attained the accuracy of 79.478% using this model. Looking at the classification report of this model, we can see the precision, recall, F1 score, support, accuracy of logistic regression model. The next model we have is decision tree. We have attained the accuracy of 82.09% using this model. We have used 30% of our dataset as testing dataset and the rest of 70% of values as training dataset. Looking at the classification report of this model, we can see the precision, recall, F1 score, support, accuracy of survived and not survived population. The next model we have is random forest model. Again, we have used 70% of our values as training dataset and 30% of our values as testing dataset. Again, we are indicating 0 as not survived and 1 as survived. We attained accuracy of 82.09% using this model. We have the classification report of random forest classifiers model. We can see the values over there. The next model we have is XGBoost model. Using this model, we attained accuracy of 82.836%. We are using 0 to indicate not survived and 1 to indicate survived. We have used 30% of the values of dataset as training testing and rest of 70% as training dataset. Again, we can see the classification report of XGBoost model. We have precision, recall, F1 score, support, accuracy. The fifth model we have is neural network model. In this model, again, we have used 70% of our values as testing and 30% as our, sorry, 70% as our training and 30% as our testing values. We have used 0 to indicate not survived and 1 to indicate survived. We attained the accuracy of 80.224% using this model. We can see the classification report of this model. So what we have decided before starting this journey was to find out which model is going to be the best in predicting or indicating prediction of people survived as compared to the result we earlier have. So we found that XGBoost model performed very well as compared to other model. So it was the highest performer with accuracy score of 82.836%. The next model was random forest model. It has an accuracy score of 82.090%. The third highest accuracy score model was decision tree. The next model was neural network, which have an accuracy of 80.224%. The least accurate model in comparison with other four models were logistic regression. It has an accuracy score of 79.478. So we can conclude that XGBoost model indicated or have had a better accuracy over the other models. So today we learned about few of the models, their evaluation metrics, and how they reacted while we used 70% of our values of dataset as training and 30% as testing. We found out that XGBoost model was the highest performer as compared to other models. So it was very exciting to be with you all, guys. Thank you for being with me in this journey. Thanks a lot.